Greetings to you, everyone, from all across the world. I bid you welcome. My name is Baba Yoruba, and I'm excited to also be a teacher to you, a friend, a brother, and also a fellow student of the universe. Today, we will talk about the topic that I titled "The Mark of the Beast." The mark of the beast. What is it? What is it? And how can Africans benefit from the mark of the beast? Because that has been strategically narrated in our subconscious to be one of the greatest fear of every black child there, using the religion of the invaders as a perpetrator of what we will call eventuality. Eventuality. The eventuality of you and I. But before we kick off today, shall we give kudos and credit to our ancestors? Ìbà ọ̀rọ̀gún lèlá, ìbà lára, ìbà jẹ̀rò, ìbà bírímù bírímù, awòrú ní ìtìmọ̀ tí sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Àṣebàkíbà òṣè, bà àwọn ìyá ọ̀pá kí àlàkẹ́, arúgbó aṣọ mábàlẹ̀, ọ̀sàlà ńsóló, òṣòlò ńsálá. Ìbà iṣu, láńróyè, ọ̀bẹ́lẹ́kún sunkún, kẹ́rù ọ̀bẹ́lẹ́kún, ẹlẹ́kún sunkún láńróyè ń ṣẹ̀jẹ̀. Ìbà ògún lákáyé ọ̀ṣì mọ̀lẹ̀, òlómi ńlé fẹ̀jẹ̀wẹ̀, òláṣọ ńlé fi mọ̀ kí mọ̀ pera bí aṣọ. Ìbà Ṣàngó olúkòso àyàrá iná, iná lójú iná lẹ́nu. Àbàkàtà yẹ̀rìyẹ̀rì, olójú orógbó, ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ obì. Ìbà Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ́ olóòyè ayùn, awẹ́mẹ́wẹ̀dẹ̀. Ìbà Yemọja màgbóòjò. Ìbà olókun ajé ògúngúnnísọ̀ olísọ̀ bòòjì. Kájọ wá wa rí lónìí, kiri ó wá wa rí lónìí, kídùnnú àtayọ̀ wá wa rí lónìí. Kọ́rọ̀ ó fi ilé wa ṣe bùgbé, kọ́lá ó fi wọlé wa ṣe bùgbé. Kudos and veneration to the ancestors. We have venerated Ògún, Ṣàngó, Ọya, Èṣù, Ọ̀ṣun, Yemọja, Olókun, several of them. Ìbà Olúwo mi àsápè ọlà. A ṣe bá obìnrin, ìbà ọkùnrin, ìbà ọmọdé, ìbà àgbà, ìbà aláwọ̀ funfun àtàláwọ̀ dúdú, ìbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi lónìí. Kí bá wa ò ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ lásán ká má sọ̀rọ̀ sọ́bótò. We give credit to all the active Orisha watching us right now, and all the other Orisha who have gone to the way of the earth. We ask that their energy manifest amongst us today as we gather together to fellowship and teach one another the way of the earth, emancipating ourselves from that spiritual slavery, especially from the hold of the region of the invaders. Thank you very much for joining today. We will kickstart by going straight into the teaching today. Most of our teachings, we try to speak to the people of the future generation or folks who will stumble on it even when we are not there or after we have done the teaching. There is going to be a time for you to be able to put in your questions. Just hold on, follow me now, and work with me. I say to all those who are saying hello to us today. Thank you for locking in. Like one of our friends will say, says smash that like button. I don't know if money comes from smashing like button. I don't know. I don't know how it works. If money comes from smashing like button, but I think I'd rather prefer you to smash that common sense, smash the common sense, and listen carefully to me. Aboyebo ṣiṣẹ́ fún gbogbo èèyàn. Friend from Caribbean, Aboyebo ṣiṣẹ́. Thank you. You're welcome. We say hello to all the Orishas. You are Orisha, I am Orisha. Any Orisha, the one whose head has picked for spectacular job in this dispensation, the one who can do monumental with the aid of their divine reality. Those are the people called Orisha. 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 All right, somebody is saying when you smash the like button, it helps the algorithm for it to be more viewed and people will see it. Well, eventually the truth will come out. To smash the like button, please also smash the common sense. Smash your ability to reason outside the box. Smash your pragmatic thinking. Smash your freedom also. That box holding you. All right. Shall we kickstart today's teaching? Now, I speak today not as monopoly of knowledge or as the one who know better than you do, but the one who is privileged by you and the universe to speak. Thank you for listening. The mark of the beast. The mark of the beast. What is the mark of the beast? Who is the beast? And what are the benefits of the mark of the beast for you as an average African child? You know how we do it here. We try as much as possible to learn, to teach, so we don't spiritualize everything. We don't spiritualize everything, and so become a religious folks again. My happiness will be in your freedom to be able to do exactly what I'm doing, know what I know, and be free as much as I. So that is the uniqueness of what we do here on Baba Yoga platform. Teaching, extensive teaching. The mark of the beast, if you ever hear it, you must have heard it from one of the religion of the invaders, which is Christianity. And if all you have ever feared and all that ever hold you bound to keep embracing Christianity or any type of religion of the invader is the mark of the beast, then I bring you the greatest glad tidings today that you can now get done with it. So I today will now tell you the meaning of the mark of the beast and who the beast is. Smash the common sense. Activate it with me today. Who is the beast? Or what is the beast? A beast is an untamed animal. That's why we have domestic animals and wild animal. Domestic animals are also referred to as pets. Pets. You see, the wild animals are referred to as beasts. A domestic animal is referred to as pet, being that you have been able to manipulate its mindset, its consciousness, its conscience to live the way you want it to live, to dance to your tune, to do your bidding, and to constantly be at your mercy. A domestic animal, like dogs, like cats, and all. You see, the wild animals that are also referred to as the beast are called the beast because they cannot be held bound, they cannot be controlled, they cannot be tamed, they cannot be manipulated, they cannot be indoctrinated, they cannot be chained. So if you are a domestic animal, they call you a pet. Part of the animals you will see in domestic area is a sheep, a dog, a cat, and the rest of it. So a certain religion actually call you a sheep in a flock that would only be catered for by the shepherd until the time is ready to slaughter you and make an asun, suya, barbecue of you. But do you know the religion who made you to be a sheep refer to its God or their administrators or the controller as a lion, a beast? So they call that God the lion of the tribe of whatever. What is the relationship between a lion and a lamb or a sheep that is a domestic animal? Is it not to kill it off and make a food out of it? So as a sheep, you constantly follow a shepherd. And the job of a shepherd is to feed you until the time is ready to either sell you off to another one or to kill you and make a soup out of you. So even the God who called you a sheep will never take the place of a sheep. Is either a shepherd or a lion. So they turn you into a mumu. The way you think, you can't question, you can't query. You can't think outside the box. You can't even have a mindset of your own. But a wild beast cannot be tamed. The freedom of a wild beast can only be determined by either nature or the wild beast itself. They roam freely into the wild. And a wild beast, whenever it visits the domestic area, even the people there run away because of the dread and the fear it carries, the majestic way, unusual appearance, which I think every African child should be. So we will take what they have used to stigmatize you and read it to you today in context and in application. So who is the beast? The beast is he who have decided to take charge of his or our own freedom and to take responsibility for his or her own action, becoming the God of himself, not being controlled by anyone or anything. A beast is the one who chooses how much fear he carries and how much dread that works with him. A beast is an actually spirited being who understood or understand him or herself to the point that those who encounter him or her, they know this is something we can tamper with. So if I'm to choose between being a sheep and a lion, I will be a lion, the king of the jungle. The jungle is the earth, the life we live in. Unknowingly for you as an African child, you have been doctored since birth to accept the role of a domestic animal, which is a pet. So you part away with your money, part away with your body, part away with your life, your time, your effort, your energy, part away with your humanity sometimes, just because you cannot reason outside the box. And you are trying consciously not to take the role of a beast, the path of freedom. I once did a teaching called The Art of Rebellion. And I say rebellion is a beautiful thing. We are attaining new level of understanding, new level of discovery because we rebel at each stage that we get to. In scientific world, they call it mutation, but I'll call it rebellion. So they will say the mark of a beast is something you cannot afford to take. And also bring about teaching around the apocalyptic teaching. The apocalyptic teaching systematically to disarm you, disable your mental faculty, your ability to query things, to say, I don't want to take this anymore. It's enough is enough. I'm done. Religion constantly puts you in a spot where you are the mercy of those who administer the God to you. So the moment you say, I will take this no longer, what they say to you is that you do not have a teachable spirit. If you have been told that you don't have a teachable spirit, I want you to give me a hand. Just give me a hand, a thumb up, or a yes. Have you ever, in a certain part of your life, under religion, been told that you do not have a teachable spirit? You know what a teachable spirit is? A teachable spirit is the spirit of a zombie. A teachable spirit is like telling you, when they say you don't have a teachable spirit, they are telling you that you are refusing to be tamed, to be conquered, to be reduced to their own mental faculty, to be detected for, to be used like a rag. That is what teachable spirit means for them. And it is always good for you not to have a teachable spirit. Because the moment an African child gets to the point of not having a teachable spirit, or somebody tells you that you are rebelling against, or you are outside the covering of a so man of God and all that, know that freedom is at hand. It is at that point you know that, come, I'm getting wiser, I'm getting better. It is your beastly moment. You are transmitting yourself or stepping into the realm of a beast. And some of these folks will go to the point of telling you that if you are suspended because you don't have a stable spirit, the covering of your pastor, the spiritual covering of your pastor, get off you, and so you are given to Satan to torment. First of all, you should know there is no Satan anywhere. So maybe if you get out of the covering of your pastor, you would at least have sense. Let me tell you something. Being a beast is the most beautiful thing that can happen to you. Have you been to any conservative center before? You see animals, wild animals roam freely. They dictate when you see them and how you see them and where you see them. That's the kind of freedom you possess as a beast, untamed animal. Have you seen a monkey that is caged? The countenance of a caged monkey and the countenance of a freely roaming monkey before? Have you seen? Different. The confidence of a roaming monkey who is not tamed is different from that of the one that is tamed. The highest that the one that is tamed can do is entertainment and to steal, to kill, to destroy. But you see some level of freedom, happiness, cheerfulness, and this level of confidence in an untamed monkey. They are both monkey, but one is a beastly monkey, the other is a petty monkey. Refuse to be a pet. You are not a sheep in anyone's flock. You should not have a shepherd. Having a shepherd no means that you are going to be killed by this person one day. So let nobody begin to threaten you with the mark of the beast or the dispensation of the beast or the unlawful one and all that. This is the dispensation of the lawless one. There's only one thing law brings to you. Law make you behave as some set of people dictated. Law make you behave how some set of a microscopic set of people have chosen that the rest should behave. Laws are always made by less than 0.001% of the population of any nation they employ. And do you know what the law is? According to the religion of Invader, it is the commandment of Moses. Over 660 of them. Over 660 cumbersome set of laws. I speak of law according to all dispensation, but I speak about the law that they say you become lawless according to their dispensation. So they say the coming of the lawless one. They are talking about the coming of those who will not subject themselves to the intimidation of Judaism or the religion of the invaders. You must come to terms with the reality that those who created the religion of invaders are psychologists, psychiatrists, social engineers. They are heavily paid by the Roman government when they were carving both Islam and Christianity. The one whose hypothesis or law or conspiracy theory thrive the most is what is canonized into what you call the Holy Bible today. I don't know what is holy about the Bible. Filled with blood. Bible virtually threatening you to obedience from beginning to the end. So much bloodshed. Quran virtually incite you to hatred and lack of peace and war from beginning to the end. And you call them holy. What is holy about that? There is not one single Odwifa that ever point one man against another. That ever say if they don't do your bidding, you should kill them. You didn't say that is holy. It's not holy to you. That's paganism. That is evil. That is demonic. See, Bible was not written by the inspiration of any God. Bible was a political instrument. Quran was not written by the inspiration of any angel this, angel that. No. It was a social instrument, a way to control people. And they also know that this thing will fall one day. Some set of folks are going to rise up in the future. We can't outsmart them forever. Some people are waking up. They will come up and disown what we have done and get their freedom back. We should right ahead and tag them the beast and say they will be the lawless one. And so they say, those people who do not preach the gospel we are giving to you, who do not live according to whatever it is by Allah or Muhammad, you should kill them or call them beasts or don't relate with them or treat them as pagans. They have written our life ahead of time so as to emotionally blackmail us. To emotionally blackmail us. They knew that black people, African folks, will one day come back to reclaim their spirituality, the knowing of self, the seeking of the universe, the understanding of the omen, the omen and the signs. They will become wonders in their continent or everywhere they find themselves. And they aforementioned it that you will be tagged as a beast. And the mark of the beast that they talk about It's your ability to say, I don't want to take that nonsense no more. I am done. I am finally done. The very man, see, forget about 666. What is 666? It's just a number. Forget about the microchip and all that. If you accept using phone, buying SIM card, getting your details to get a SIM card and identity, why are you scared of microchip? Why are you scared of cyber blog and all that? You already accepted it. You accept to put your money in a plastic. Is it not you? You got to the point you accepted to put all your life saving in a plastic. And instead of trusting a human being with your money to give it to you, you rather go to a machine, automated teller machine, to give your money to you. Instead of you to walk into the bank, you rather go to the name of your bank dot whatever and do your transaction there. Some of you even hate holding cash now. You have digitalized everything. You didn't say that is the mark of a beast. It works for you, you say it's okay. If it doesn't work in your favor, you say it's the mark of it. So much conspiracy theorist. See, you are thinking in a low-level language when you begin to think those things are not. We conduct wedding over the internet right now without seeing each other. Some of you date yourself over the internet. It used to be, if I don't know your mother's house and all that, we can't date. But now there are so many marriages contracted over the internet. He didn't say that is mark of a beast. People are looking for a way to make life better. You are getting distracted. You want to be distracted to go. See, the real mark of a beast is your ability to think outside the box. The real mark of the beast is the ability to speak the way I'm speaking, think the way I'm thinking, talking what I'm talking, and saying, I will not be subjected. I am nobody's pet, no more. I am not a dog, a cat, a sheep in anybody's vineyard or pen. I will not be controlled. How my life will go will not be dictated for me by someone else. I will discover me and live according to my own dictation. That's why when the true Babalawo do divination for you, it will tell you, does it resonate with you or not? Is this who you are or not? If you put nonsense on your chest and tell you that's final and all that, you should check him out again. It should be able to subject its own opinion and understanding of the universe to your own approval. Because you are the one wearing the shoe. You should be able to know if this person is saying the truth. Nobody can just create a personality that is not yours and put it on you, and you accept it and you think you are not a domestic animal. You have become a pest. The process of looking for yourself using African spirituality or the understanding of nature, if you get other people's opinion, it should align, it should. Oh, can I break the table now? Ifa is the confirmation of what you already know about yourself. The divination system in African spirituality should be a confirmation of what you already have an inclination of, understanding of, or the feeling of within yourself. It shouldn't be something outside the box. You may not know the solution or the way forward, but it should resonate with you. It should be a seconding of the opinion of what you are to yourself. So when somebody comes from out of a blue moon and say your ancestors sent you to them and begin to talk nonsense, rubbish, and all that, that's another invasion. Another invasion in the process. Don't fall for it. So they knew ahead of time that folks like you and I will rise up and say we will not serve the sky god anymore. They knew that you and I, folks like you and I, will rise up one day and say that Jesus, Yeshua Amashiach, all those, whatever name you give to moi is made of beans. That we will come up one day and say, come, all you are saying is a fiction character. The boldness to even say there is no heaven or hell is enough to call you a beast. Your father, your father's father, your great grandmother, it doesn't, they cannot come up with the boldness, even though it is in their consciousness. They don't have the boldness to say, come, there is no heaven, there is no hell. These are the things that we say freely without flinching. That's what makes you the mark of the beast, or the beast himself. The inability of the religion of the invader to hold you bound and control your life is what makes you a beast. The mark of the beast are these things you are exhibiting. Your boldness to tell a person, come, when I die, I come again. There's no heaven, there's no hell. There's no Yahweh, there's no judgment day. There is no repercussion for all of this thing that you guys are saying. Everybody face the consequences of their action. There is no generational curse and all of those demystification of all the things. There is no marine kingdom anywhere. There is no spiritual husband or spiritual wife. That's what makes you the mark, the beast. And what you're saying is the mark of the beast. The trait of knowing that you are free yourself. As a matter of fact, let's say a beast is a free person. Attaining the place of roaming in the wild freely is what makes you a free person. Freedom is another name for being a beast. And the mark of a beast is the freedom you exhibit by freeing yourself from all this mental slavery. A child becomes a beast to the mother and father the day he says, Daddy, Mommy, I don't go to church or mosque with you anymore. I will embrace the way of my ancestors. A wife becomes a beast to their husband the day they say, boy, I know you are a pastor, but I don't believe in Jesus anymore. I got to embrace the effort of our heroes past. Those people who died ahead of us. A husband becomes a beast suddenly to the children and the wife the day he says, we will now not praise the Lord single again in this house. We are pouring libation every time. You become a beast in your social community when you decided to say, today in the front of my house, I want to appease my own Ori, my divine being. Get me a chicken, get me a dove, and let me free myself. Just like those who are around you will build mosques and churches around themselves. Ability to test it. Come out boldly and say, come, I don't fancy your way anymore. That's the mark of a beast. The trait that you are free is the mark of a beast. When your loyalty is not that of a dog, always tingling your tail for your slave master. What is a dog meant for? A domestic animal. Use them to catch cruise of your emotions, someone like your companion and all of those things and all. Some of you, even the highest you can give to your dog is your leftover. Why you prepare the best for yourself? Mask of the beast. So you are to choose. Would you be a pet to these people, or you rather take the risk of roaming? Now let's get back to the responsibility aspect of being a beast. And the reason why it is difficult for a lot of people to embrace the beastly nature. It is not easy in the wild. It is not easy in the jungle. It is not easy to fend for your own food. It is not easy to dictate your own freedom. It is not easy to fight off people from your territory whom are bringing bad energy to you. It is not easy in the wild. So a lot of people would rather have things fall on their lap, expect miracle to happen to them, expect them to do a little and get much. It is not easy in the wild. And those who want to become God have to be ready to start from scratch and dictate the tune of their own life. That's the difference between a beast and a domestic animal. Meanwhile, the domestic animal thinks life is beautiful for him or her. But if you know what your owner is taking away from you, it cannot be quantified with what they are giving to you. A little pleasure for the treasure in your life. They have no respect for you except you put something on their table. They have no respect for you except you add to their joy. It is all about them as a domestic animal, as a pet, someone who have decided to be caged. But a beast don't care about your feeling. A beast don't care where you come from. What a beast care about is to be the king and the queen of his or her territory. If you come into my domain, you obey my law. I am the God of this vicinity. And wherever the sole of my feet get to, I should take it as a domain. Because you have no hands in the increment of my joy. I fend for my own food. I provide for my own security. I did everything for myself. I cater for my own need because I know me, that I am me, and I'm a God to me. And if you are coming to my territory, you obey my rules. It's not easy in the world. Being a God is not an easy job. Be the one who is responsible for your own joy, happiness, success, and sadness is not an easy job. That's why a lot of people will prefer the comfort zone. The comfort zone of being a pet to someone else because they want to be done for what they should do for themselves. And you pay heavily for irresponsibility. You will pay heavily for irresponsibility. So the day you wake up and say, I will take charge of my own life, every happiness and sadness that happens should be within me, and I should dictate how long they stay and how far they go. They say you don't have a teachable spirit. And they say you are damned for the mark of the beast. The body is too much. Practicing the religion of the invaders. Because a little mistake, their God put you in hell. Meanwhile, He's a loving God. A little foreshortening, their God sentenced you to hell. With the Satan He created. And He asks you to defend yourself from the temptation of the same Satan. At the end of the day, He'll put you in the hell of with the Satan that they created, and even make the Satan the coordinator of that hell. That's why I said the Holy Spirit cannot help you. See, it is only the mumu people, the dumb people that read the Bible with the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit cannot reveal the Bible to you. Oh, common sense can. Only common sense can. So a God created Satan, and He also created you. Instead of Him to get rid of Satan, He chose you to fight Satan all your life. And when the Satan that this God created mess with you and you succumb, He'll put you in a fire where He has made the Satan the head of it. God is a Satan. The Satan is the God. Both of them don't exist. So the moment you begin to think outside the box, query things, your beastly nature start manifesting. And one of the traits or the mark of a beast is your ability to get your confidence back. Get your confidence back. Your ability to stand up to those who say a word and query them and say, I have a different opinion. I don't believe in this. I would rather do that. Life is beautiful. Only for the beast. Because there are some level of discovery you will have roaming in the wild as a beast. roaming in the wild as the beast. You can't be in this car that I am now. You're not moving it. And you determine automobile and its power by your experience of this particular car. I'm telling you the truth. If you've never driven Mercedes before, you think Toyota is the best. If you've never been in the first class before, you think economy is the best. Economy can be spacious, but the treatment in the business class and the first class, please be a beast. Move away from this economy lifestyle. Attempt the business class and also attempt the first class. If it is possible, be in the cockpit and direct the plane. You will always pay for the rest of your life to the man at the cockpit. Yet the one at the cockpit, there can only be two of them in a very small space. They control the plane and tell those in the first class, business class, economy what to do. They are in charge. Why? Because they are the beast. And you are the sheep, a domestic animal. Now, how does it apply to an African child? There is one singular meeting point of African spirituality. So there's a reason why we always had African spirituality, African to the spirituality. Indian spirituality might be about bending your will to the will of your yogi or a monk or Buddha. Mandarin spirituality might be bending to your whatever. But the uniqueness of African spirituality is creating your own will, standing by it, dictating it, and facing the consequences. However, because you are the sons of the sun, then you cannot be wiser than Olodumare, the sun. And that's where the understanding of the universe comes in place. So when we say understanding of the universe, you think it's a small thing that can only be known just by going into one bush or getting one little initiation. No, the universe is universal. It is the total and all-encompassing nature of every planet, every meteorite, every star, every air, every water, everything. Can you know all these things? Can you understand all of these things? It is an expanse of knowledge that cannot be covered in one episode of life. And that's where reincarnation comes in. You come again and learn more. You come again and learn more. You come again and learn more. And you will never exhaust the knowledge of nature. So there will always be a coming back. African spirituality, the study of self to become a divine in the physical world. African spirituality, the study of self to become a divine in the physical world, using the understanding of nature. So you want to take a step, you must study self through divination. So whatever you do from this step A to B becomes like a divine thing. It is still about who you are, what you are capable of, when you should not. Do not forget that even if divination tells you to do A and B and you decided to do Z and Y, the only consequence is if it does not work well, you bear it yourself. You have not sinned against anybody and you are not going to be put in any hell. You are not going to be put in any hell. You have chosen your path. You have chosen your own path. The freedom that African spirituality provides is that even though this is the way you should go, you still have the freedom and the choice to go that way. Àparò kẹ́yìn àparò, ohun ojú ń wá lójú ń rí. And that's the beauty of being a God that you really are. Ability to find out other ways to do things. You never can tell. I might not know it all. You might not know it all. The comparing of notes of what we have studied so far about the world we live in, how it runs, how it works. African spirituality. It's time to ask your question. I made it brief today because there's nothing more to flog on it. So next time when somebody talks to you about mark of a beast and threaten you about it, know that they are trying to tell you not to be free. They are telling you to tell you not to be free. They want to control you because in controlling others is the finance of some selective folks. Generational curse has been a merchandise worth of many billions of dollars today. Only the teaching of generational curse has made some people rich, building palatial home, creating a town and city for themselves. Only that teaching of generational curse. They monopolize everything and they thrive on lies. They thrive on lies. Unfortunately, our own people also try to use the same method to siphon people. Talking about something that is not in existence, that cannot be found in Ifa, that the nature has not taught us. Please ask your questions now, and let's round up. Questions now, please. Questions now. It is my joy, and it will be my greatest accomplishment in life when you are free completely from everything that is all organized religion, especially that of the invaders. Because African spirituality is not about looking dreadful. It's not about looking dreadful and looking scary, looking battered and tattered. No. You can look good and still be an African spiritualist. Somebody is asking, you said we are gods, but Baba, why then do I have confusion about certain things until I pray to God? Yeah, you are the one having the confusion. We don't have the confusion. At least I don't have the confusion. You are the one who need the approval of God before you can do things. It's an individual thing, and it's a leftover of the colonization of mindset, the religion of the invaders. It's the leftover. You are still not totally free, truly blissful. Baba, how come some of us easily resonate with your teaching, but our family and friends don't understand? The wiring and the webbing of the slavery is huge. It's huge. Sometimes I also ask myself, the time I was wasting in Islam and Christianity, how come I didn't hear somebody speak this to me? Some of you were born ready and untamed. Your resonation is not coming now. Your resonation has always been vibrating all the while. We think the same frequency. You refuse to be conquered, even as a child. Some of you. I've worked with 3 children all my life. And I see ones that are easy to conquer. And I see ones that are resilient and resolute about what they want. Some of you are called proud, stubborn, and all sorts of names. But you know what you know. And you want what you want. I would say this is the reason why not all of us can be a leader. And not all of us will enjoy the freedom of knowing all we need to know in this episode of life. Some have chosen to be a slave voluntarily, while some are still confused because of fear. of repercussion or consequences, the fear of uncertainty, while some don't even want to hear it at all. So it depends on individual level. And the fact that they don't resonate now doesn't mean they can't resonate tomorrow. Some trees are planted with so much water than some. Some you have to allow that they die and replant again. A farmer understands the concept of sowing and harvesting. Not all season will yield fruit, but the one that yield, take it like that. They might come around, and it is not in your duty or jurisdiction to force them about it. What is the place of significance of Ashe issue in Ifa divination? Sorry, I don't understand I don't understand the question. You can rephrase it. You can rephrase it. So they say, what is the origin of 666 and why is it used as an element of fear? What is it called? Christianity. It was not even the Bible that talked about 666. It is the Pentecostal movement that added one dispensation to another dispensation and another and came up with 6,000 years, 6,000 this, 600 this, and 666. Those folks are mad people. Certified madness. Baba Yoba, how can we help those that want to embrace this way but are scared to do so openly? We must allow them to get to the place of confidence. We must allow them to get to the place of confidence. We should give kudos that they are ready. They understand this is a way. We should now allow them to get to the spot of identifying with it openly. And it depends on how those who have identified with it openly behave, conduct themselves in society, that we encourage those who are yet to identify with it. However, identification in the open can differ from one person to the other. The way I identify with African spirituality is different from the way many people I knew before I came to embrace it, identify with it. The way my own Oluwo, who taught me, identify with it is different from the way I identify with it. I don't believe in some things. He believes in some things. We still compare notes today. I don't use some things. He used some things. We still compare notes today. I don't believe in constituting nuisance and becoming a miscreant by looking in some elegant way and putting maybe a guard or calabash or something or the shell of a tortoise or something. I don't believe in animal violence. Some of them believe in it. I don't believe in bowing down to anything called a tree, something. I can speak to water, I can speak to tree, I can speak to air, I can speak to earth, I can speak to fire, I can speak to sun, I can speak to river. I do not bow this air to them. But some of them believe in it. Maybe those who identify with it secretly believe what I believe. But all they have seen are those who go to deprave themselves before all these graven images and carved images. Maybe that's the reason. So it depends on how you carry your own African spirituality that will apply to people around you and they'll come to embrace it. But we must allow them to take that time, because if we force them to openly accept it and come, if they are not solidified, if they don't have a good foundation, it's easy we lose them totally back to where they are coming from. Baba Yoba, maybe this is unrelated. Try to control yourself from asking unrelated questions instead of apologizing. The colonizer have managed to destroy most industries. We tend to buy clothes from, they didn't even finish it. If I understand you well, the religion of invaders believe in buying manufacturing company and factories, turn it into churches, and tell you to come and pray to God to provide job for you from a factory that they have bought to turn into, oh, madness is plenty, oh. Madness is plenty, oh. Madness is plenty, oh. Someone say, do we have a choice after death to come to this planet or choose another planet? You don't have a choice. The universe runs there. The universe runs there. It is a laid down principle. Those who go will come. What goes around comes around. You don't determine if you would come or you not come. It's just like you're saying, do I have a choice to breathe? underwater. You don't have a choice but not to breathe. That terrain determines that you hold yourself, except you are having enhancer or gadgets. Okay, can one call at any time? I mean, your WhatsApp. No, you can't call at any time. When you chat the WhatsApp for the first time, there's going to be a prompt message. There's going to be a link directing you to what you need or what you want to do. Follow the protocol, do the procedure. When you are provided information, including the payment for the consultation and all that, I will be the one to call you by myself. The mistake a lot of people make is they just believe since this man is a public person, we got his number, let's just call him up. No, you won't do that with me. I don't think you do that with your pastor or your imam, although I'm not like them. But then respect things. When you go to offices, you meet reception first, right? You tell them your aim and all that before you see the person who runs the home. And sometimes if you go to your psychologist, your counselor, and your therapist, you pay for your session before you talk to them. A certain person, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to play the audio rather. Permit me. Permit me. This tab can be so slow. I'm going to play the audio so that we can know what I deal with most of the time and the reason why there could be outburst because of the frustration I kind of tend to face. I'm just going to play the audio and a person in his own opinion. Maybe he's listening, maybe he's not listening. I don't know if you'll be able to hear clearly. Man. All right, so hold on, please. Like I'm trying to look. All right, so I don't know where to put it, but if you can hear very well, maybe here or there. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Like I'm trying to get, like, my mother really wanted to contact you, right? So she used my phone so I can write you and contact you. But the first thing I see by your channel is that you're asking people for money. Now let me ask you something. In these times, you're asking for money. I mean, the people that come and look at your channel, first of all these people they're all in some kind of help. They all need help, and they're quick, and they're also very gullible people. I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. And you're telling a lot of truth. I'm not saying that you're not telling truth. What I'm saying is that why are you asking for all this money from your followers when money literally has no worth? It's not even currency. True currency is actually water. So I don't know what you're talking about. So please let me know if you're really legit. You're gonna offer these services for free. All right. So in his own opinion, if I'm truly legit, I'm going to offer the services for free. Let us know that I'm not asking you for money for giving you all this teaching I do. Most of my library is on YouTube. Let us also know that I am one of the very few who don't put ads on their YouTube. Let us know that usage of data in Africa is like using your own breath. It is expensive. Let's also put into consideration that divination, ebo etutu, sacrifice, requires items which we buy from those who sell in the market. I won't go there and say, because I'm saying the truth, give me this for free and all that. Even if you are my mother, you will buy your stuff, I will buy mine. Let's also understand that we not only just do African spirituality here, we also do social service here, where we help people actively develop community, sponsor medical expenses and all that. Telling the truth won't pay hospital bills. People come to me and say they want help for those who are so, and I realize that it's not a spiritual matter, it's a health matter. I will still be the one who start giving money for them to go see a doctor or something. So when this person said this and say, why are you paying for your knowledge? I felt infuriated. These are African people. This is a black person. I'm angry right now and trying to control myself. You will rule to a white person just to change a nut in your tire, work on your AC, put a BP measuring machine here, and you pay him per hour. And you think because I have allowed, oh, I'm speaking African spirituality and truth, I do divination, I should be a wreck, I should be a pauper, I should be virtually begging you for food, I should be looking tattered and battered, like I don't have a family, like I don't have to eat also, like I have to go and steal those things I'm going to use for you in the market. Why are people thinking like this? Is it madness or remote control? What is wrong? Please, if you want free service, go to where they do free service. I don't do free service. If you want cheap service, go to where they do cheap service. I don't do it. But I know what I do for you is legit and it is going to work. However, I pour myself out on the internet, hiding nothing from you. I release secrets and I spend my time teaching so you don't become a slave either to me or someone else. I create shrines from people. I tell them how to do their divination, what to do first before they reach out to me. I tell people virtually all the secret that I go to the villages with mosquitoes and having 15 years to learn. I tell them all these things point blank. And what I don't know, I don't tell you I know. I take it to those who know it. What else do you want from me? So messages like that infuriate me. Messages of we have not spoken, I have not reckoned with your message, and you're quickly going to call me scammer or thinking with few dollar, at most $100, I will now suddenly block you. What is wrong with you and your money? Let's be aware that we attend to people from all nation, all race, white people, all. So your little token for divination, for taking my time, for using my brain and knowledge will not make me block you or make me run away. Who the hell are you? What have you given to me? Please, let's see caution. And when you see a prompt message, it is to make the job easier. While you are dealing with the prompt message, following the link, doing the needful, we are attending to some people who have already done the needful. Don't insist that you have to talk to me first. This is the age of technology. Not all babalawos are illiterate. I am internet savvy. I know technology. Let's take advantage of it so that the more people we can answer, the more solution we can give. When it comes to calling you and having one-on-one interaction with you, I am surely going to do that. It might take time, but I'm going to do that. So please follow the prompt message and wait. At least 5 working days for me to get back to you. For pre-consultation counseling, I always tell you, if I have not spoken to you and I give you divination, that is false. That's not how I start. You can't give me your money and I've not spoken to you and you think I'll get messages from you. I want to build relationship with you. I want to connect with you. I want to be able to recognize your voice. I want to know you. I'm not going to be just stipulated in Africa all the time. I'm going to walk around. I want to be able to come to your country, your continent, and be able to meet you and sit, dine and wine. I want to die tomorrow having a peace of mind that I have replicated myself everywhere. Money will not do that for me. But then, I'm not a beggar. I'm not a fraud. And if I ask you for money, that's because I want to use it for you. If you buy necessary items and send it to me in Africa, it's okay. If you want to send your family to do it, it's okay. If you don't want to go through the stress and you're giving me the money, it's okay too. Don't tell me that it's not right for me to charge you for my expertise. Is that how they run things? Let's be careful. Question, moving on, about how does one explain or rather break free from stagnation, poverty, and near success syndrome using IFA? You first do divination. It might be your lackadaisical attitude. It might be your lack of strategy. It might be procrastination. Some of them might be psychological matter. It may not be purely spiritual. And if it is spiritual, we find a way to find items to get things done, and we do the appeasement, and the energy of the ancestors support you. You must not come to Ifa thinking everything is spiritual. Sometimes when we find the root cause of the problem, it might be because you have a certain lifestyle that is holding you bound. It might be because of certain strategy you are not putting in place. The fact that you are coming to Ifa to do Aworo or Awure so that your marketers can sell does not mean I'm not going to still tell you to go and enroll in the school of marketing strategy. I'm not going to, does not mean I'm not going to tell you to place ad on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and all that. Why are we elite? Why are we educated African spiritualists if we cannot take advantage of the technology in place? Market yourself, be seen, be visible. But that doesn't mean we can also use spiritual means to do things. But spiritual means will not do for you what physical means need to do. All right. Okay, responding to the voice note I played, I said that guy is part of those who that won't pay tithe and be on social media accusing pastor taking money. Okay, so they rather give us through tithe and all that. For a man who doesn't know their name, for a God who doesn't care about them, that is not even existing. But if you tell them buy this lamb, buy these things, give. Sometimes we even see. Sometimes the divination of some people even require them to do free will offering for old people, for young people, for a certain gender kind of people, and all that. See, if I've made divination for you before, some of you realize that sometimes the only thing I tell you is to buy a plot of land or half plot of land and plant a fruit tree there. It could be mango tree, it could be almond tree, it could be any kind of tree. And when the tree begin to come to harvest time, harvest the fruit and give it to people freely. That might be the solution to some people's problem. That might be the solution to some people's problem. When we tell you these things, it's not because of anything. You are not giving me all these things. You are doing it for your life to be better. I wonder what will happen when somebody comes to the tree you planted, pluck a fruit, and eat it freely. Do you think they are cursing you at that moment, or they are blessing you? Do you think the blessing they are pouring to you in the universe is not taking it? Why are people so unserious? Who will tell you to do that in Christianity or something? They will tell you to bring money. I'm going to say in some countries in Europe, if you belong to a certain religious denomination, they automatically take tax from your monthly salary. Oh, so we don't do that in African spirituality. If there's no need for it, we don't ask for it. All right, bringing your questions more. Let's go back to the questioning aspect of it and begin to round up. Let's leave that person alone. I responded to him. I responded to him. What did I say? This is my response. I don't think you can see. You can pause the video later and see. What I said was that you are a very unserious human being. Very, very unserious and disconnected from reality. Before I now blocked him. But I needed this proof, so I put it on archive. So sometimes when people have exhausted you, all you have to tell them is they are not serious. There's another one here. There's another one here who contacted me on March 16, 2021. You can see it. She contacted me on March 16, 2021. Please listen. She wanted divination. The prompt message came in. She talks about how to send money. I gave her advice, what remit or remitly. On the 17th of March, she sent the money, sent me a copy. I've not responded to her. On the 18th of March, she already sent mail to Franklin accusing me of fraud, telling me she can't trust black people. She also sent a message to me and say, hi, my name is so. Let's keep the name. I sent a payment for divination. I never got a response. I am saddened and disappointed. I wanted to believe in black people. Shaking my head. You got me. What does that mean? What does that mean? You sent a cash for, you contacted me first in March 16. You sent a cash in March 17, midnight March 17. Early morning, I was behind the wheel. March 18, when Franley called me that she sent a mail to her. And I went to check the stuff. I said, I've not even reckoned with this money. I've not even checked my phone. Some people send money for divination and it takes a week for me to get to them because messages just keep getting lost in the tract. Sometimes I wake up to 285 messages on my WhatsApp. Sometimes I wake up to 150 emails. Sometimes the inquiry is coming on you on Instagram, on Facebook. And what you guys are talking to me about are things that are private for you. If I said, let me take assistant now, you'll be telling that person your private matter. This is a confidential matter. It's like a doctor-patient issue. Some of these things are even way too much for whoever I'm going to say, help me to listen for them too. I don't want somebody taking your data for granted. So I say, let me take time and get to you. I know when I get to you, solutions start. And once I have contact with you once, that's it. We always have contact. So on March 18, having paid March 17, the allegation of fraud started. So we commenced the refund. This is the money that was refunded. I had to contact someone in America to quickly send this money to this person's person. This is $113.49. How can a whole me be accused of a fraud over this kind of money? Over this kind of money. So I say, can we be careful? Can we be careful? While you are trying to be a beast and free yourself, don't accuse everybody of taking you for granted. Not everybody like a pet. Not everybody is going to encroach in your domain. Not everybody is a fraud. If you can fraud people with $113, then it's not me. That shows the low-level life that you live. We should clear these things out. It destroys energies in me. It messes up my aura. I'm only trying to help. People live in diaspora. What I'm saying, I've spent 1 hour, 30 minutes with you so far at this point. Do you work for 1 hour, 30 minutes for free in diaspora? Do you work like that for free? When I'm speaking to you, you are not giving me any money. Are you seeing anything like giving money here now? Please stop stressing us. Any other question, please? Any other question? Somebody is asking Baba Yoba, how do this diaspora make their way back to Africa if they have no connections, family or friend? Yeah, there's been a lot of diasporans who come home to see me. Sometimes they book 1 week, sometimes 2 weeks. Mind you, 2 weeks is too much for me to stay with you in one place. I don't have that time. Even 1 week, I can only be with a person 2 days or 3 days at a go. And that's because we are doing something together. The rest, I hand you over to somebody who will take you around. Maybe take you to Oshun and the rest of them. For sightseeing, not to go and bow down to anything. And if you are choosing to make Nigeria a home because Nigeria is where I live, we create a home for you here. But that is dependent on if you trust. Ordinary $113, people are calling us scammer. How would you also trust us with your life when you come home? And I'm very well aware of the insecurity in Africa, major part of Africa, especially in Nigeria. So I'm not going to tell you to come to a state that is insecure. So people come home a lot. You'll be marveled. How many people come from the UK, from the US, from Canada every single week? Sometimes if I say, if you say you are coming home because of me and you are booking 2 weeks, you are wasting your time. Are you my wife? Are we having something together? You are wasting your time. 1 day is enough. 2 days is enough. I have a lot of people who are coming to see me. So there are a lot of people who have done their DNA testing, who are African American, who are not even connected to Nigeria, but they first make Nigeria their first point of contact in Africa, because this is where the Orishas are. And this is the root of most of the authentic African spiritualists. So they still find a way home somehow. And I believe most of you also have friends who live in diaspora like you or with you, who have connection back home here, you can come up with them. You can come up with them. You can come up with them. However, don't come and stress me. If you have trust issue, don't come and stress me that this thing, not that you will come to me and I'll provide security for you and space for you to stay. And then you now be looking your back every time. I'm saying, no, calm down. And then if you also are coming home, you don't come home and expect me to feed you with my money, put you in a hotel with my money. Come home with your own money. Come home with your money. And you'll be the one to spend it yourself. Somebody is asking that what is the role of Eshu in Ifa divination? Eshu is one of our ancestors. Eshu is the energy of equity. You should go and watch it on the YouTube. Eshu, the energy of equity. We can't take that question today here. We have done it extensively. Question: does tithe paying relate to Ifa? Rara, Ifa does not collect 10% of your money. The only correlation between Ifa and your money is if you need to buy item or you want to come for divination. At least appreciate the person who is talking to you now, who is going to be running around for you. Some of you will come home or even send us stuff and we tell you this is the amount required. Send us also amount. It is the exact amount you will send. If we now need to take you a little bit extra, we will now start paying our money for somebody who will take us from year to year for logistic. I will be the one that will be giving somebody else money here of, okay, you take this one, you take, so they don't feel bad. Our folks are not just generous, except you are threatening them with hell or heaven. But the knowledge of the absence of hell and heaven has made them even become a rogue. They don't know how to give freely, yet they are getting the solution here. So Ifa does not collect tithe. Ifa does not collect tithe. Ifa is not a place where you go and you gather together and you now pay offering. No. Buy items for your divination or for your whatever. Do it. If you can do it yourself, and all that. And you always give, even if you get into Ifa baptism, you always be given the option. Do you want to take your Ifa with you or you want it to stay here? Whoever it is that is your Babalawo, who is demanding that your Ifa must stay with them at all because they want to milk you dry, it is your choice and say, I am not going to do that level. Let it be here. When I'm ready, I should take it. And there is no Babalawo who is not fraudulent that will be angry that you are coming to take your Ifa. That means he has opened shop on you. He has opened shop on you. Please, if I have skipped your question, retype it again, repeat it again. If I'm coming to Nigeria, I'm coming with my live gun. I'm playing. You will end up in jail now. Do you think Nigeria is America? We don't carry gun anywhere here, everywhere. You don't carry gun everywhere anyhow here. Don't come and misbehave here. There is a law that binds this place. There are some kind of gun you carry in this place that will land you in jail. They will even shoot you outrightly. If they see gun in your car here, policemen will have the audacity to kill you right away. So calm down. There are better things than gun instead of going rogue. This is not America. Calm down. Query: are there discussions about aligning with elements like fire, water, etc., identifiable, or Ifa? You appear to be a unique Babalawo who teaches on it. Yeah, there are. Or most of those ancient Babalawo, these current Babalawo really do not go to that extent. They lack the knowledge of it. And those who know the knowledge of it don't want you to know, so that you keep running into troubles, going against your element, and then you keep coming back to them. Huh? You keep coming back there. Abi? I don't know why he's carrying gun to come. What is coming to go? Our president said if you catch you with some certain kind of gun, you are to be killed on spot. Even without the gun, you are killed on spot. You are killed on spot. There are ways to do this thing. This is not a rogue country. Terrorism and all that, yeah, but there are some part of this country that doesn't tolerate some of those things. All right. Thank you for reminding us about the African Spirituality Masterclass. We are rounding off the registration this new week that we are entering. If you are interested in the African spirituality, masterclass, you are to go to our website here and sign up. You have the option of paying for the class. It costs 70,000 naira only. 70,000 naira only to become a beast and have the mark of a beast so that you cannot be tamed. You can roam freely. The stream one is coming right up by April 3rd, Saturday, April 3rd to May 1st. So it'll be every Saturday, 2 hours, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Saturday, 2 hours, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That is how to sign up. You sign up at www.babayoba.org/sign up. And if you're having issues signing up using the Paystack or a third-party money collector, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to me on this particular line, and I'll give you another method of paying in using Word Remit or Remitly. But here is a link to sign up. Here's a link to sign up. People ask us, how can I support this channel and all? How you can support your channel is scrolling below. You can use your card anywhere in your country to use Paystack using this link on your URL to support. If you don't want to, it is not by force. Don't come to my inbox or don't send me a mail telling me I'm asking you for money. It is you people that say, how can we support? And we are saying you can support this way. It is not compulsory. Sometimes I even forget to mention it. But for divination, you can always chat this number. Don't call me unnecessarily except you have an appointment. Chat the number and then follow the prompt. What we talk about today is the mark of a beast. And then we answer a few more questions. We answer a few more questions and then we wrap it up. Somebody said, to pay for the reading, is it best to go to a bank or can we use a money transfer service? Sorry the question, but I've never sent money overseas. You can use either World Remit or Remitly. World Remit or Remitly. Just Google best way to transfer money to Africa or Nigeria. Don't use Western Union. I will not go and queue at the bank because of you. Thank you. When it comes to bank, it's always causing problem. The bank want the money to stay with them for a while for investment before they do. Sometimes they don't even alert you that there's money waiting for you. Banks can be very, very dubious. What is your advice for someone trying to practice Ifa, but their spouse threatening them with divorce? You have to choose between being a pet or a wild beast. If being your divine self is more important than marriage, or marriage is more important than that, you have to choose. But I'm never going to tell you to divorce. And I'm never going to tell you not to embrace who you are, because you'll feel cheated. On your deathbed, you will cry. A bitter tears will come out of your face because you did not embrace what you are. And when you die today, those who forbid you from embracing yourself, they will move on quickly. The man who is telling you, or the woman who is telling you, practice African spirituality, I will divorce you, is telling other people that I don't mind you practicing whatever you want to practice, I will embrace you. So you have to be the one who dictates the value and the worth of yourself. Not everybody will know your value or your worth. You have to sometimes remind them. Question. Has anyone heard of West Boy? This was the guy having suicidal thoughts some weeks ago. Oh, it's all right. Unfortunately, we don't have his number, but we should look out for him. West Boy, if you are listening to us, please say a thing. We are worried about you. We want to know if you are okay. And you can also chat or come to our Telegram channel to be a part of the family. For those who are also nursing suicidal thoughts, we say don't give up now. There is life within you. You just need to know when to leave it, when to calm down, when to hold, when to move. When to move. Thank you for asking about West Boy. West Boy, we care about you. Every week we ask about you. Don't put us in suspense. If you are still alive, please embrace it. Someone say, I'm from Benin, and I was told Yoruba culture work with Benin culture in African spirituality. Is that true? Is it Benin Republic or Benin? Benin. Benin in Nigeria or Benin Republic? They spell them the same way. If it is Benin Republic, yeah, Yoruba culture spread over there. They also do divination of Ifa. If it is Benin, Ijo, Ichekiri, all these people are more or less like a Yoruba too. For me, I don't discriminate against them because we are strongly tied together. Someone say, Aboruboye, when you are giving someone price for the items, it is better to include the money for running around or transport fee for that too. No. I wouldn't. I want you to use your common sense. I want you to use your common sense. It is not incantation that we used to go and buy the stuff in the market now. Sometimes I look at people and just see how human they are. So when I deal with you and give you opportunity to prove your humanity to me and you don't prove it, that's okay. I just cannot go extra mile for you. But I'll get you out of the problem you are facing. I'll get you out of the problem. You might not just be able to assess me all the time. So it is better I'm truthful. These are the items we are using. But you know I will not disappear from my house to the market to buy those items and bring it to my shrine for conduction. Sometimes we wake up in the middle of the night and go into interior bushes to go and work for people. Sometimes I have to wake up in the night to see some people through what they are doing. Africa, America, United, whatever. So some people see me online in midnight and they believe it's best time to talk to them. I'm working with someone. So all this sleeplessness and this walk in the bush, you don't mind if snake bite. You don't mind if something just come up. You don't mind those things. On top of that, people still go and say, scammer, scammer, scammer. Victoria. It's good to hear from you again, Victoria. How are you? It's been a while. It's been a while. So I also deal with people who have common sense. Sometimes I just tell some people automatically, I want to refund your money. They ask me, what is it? Why? I want to refund your money. When you smell like trouble, when you become too arrogant, when you become too full of yourself, when you think you are too smart, when you begin to give me those attitude, please, guys, return this person's money. Get the account number, return their money. When you are also an ingrate, if I work for you once, twice, you are also an ingrate. I'm not going to open my mouth and ask you for money and say, give me this money for my trouble. If I know you are an ingrate, you will come now. And dogbo gba kan ẹjọ́ ìṣẹ́lú ìgbà mẹ́rin àtúwà. And dogbo ìgbà kan ẹjọ́ ìṣẹ́lú ìgbà mẹ́rin àtúwà. You have intercourse with your woman today, and you decide to use blow to repair by blowing her vagina. Tomorrow you have erection now. You will come back. You will come back now. People should learn how to be liberal. I will not siphon your money. I'm not going to ask for your money if I don't need it for you. Because I'm a farmer. I go to my farm too. I have my 3 square meals. I have clothes on my back. Even though they are my black clothes. So it also helps me to live a very simple life. I don't need to invest money on too much clothing. Because if I wear my black today, tomorrow, and all that, you will not know the type of black I'm wearing. Black is black. And you will save me of the worry of saying, he has worn this yesterday, why is he wearing it today? And I'm very proud of this particular vehicle I ride. It's my studio. Sometimes I sleep in it. If I had to take a long trip, sometimes the car drives me. Sometimes I drive the car. Sometimes it makes me happy. Sometimes I have to be the one who rub the finger of the car and say, sorry, we will get there. You can't stop here. You will take me there. Huh? But I'm not coming to the internet to bother you about my expenses. I didn't say you should buy me a car. I didn't say you should buy me a clothes. I didn't say I'm doing a project, come and pay money. I was telling someone about the project I was doing. I bought a land in a rocky place because the The community, the people living in the community could not afford to dig a borehole, so they waste a lot of money on buying water. I have to buy the land. I have to dig borehole. Millions of naira go into it. Did I mention it to anybody? I didn't mention it. That's my own good work. I'm a charity person. Let everybody fetch the water for free. When we did the borehole, some people are saying they would sell it. Some people are saying it's for free. I had to go there all the time to settle the issue. You know? So when you now come and say scamming and all that, come. It doesn't work that way. And I'm not going to burden you with my own expenses. You didn't send me to embrace Africans. You send me to go and do Babalawo. You didn't send me to go and do Babalawo. You didn't send me to come on YouTube to teach you. And if I was teaching you because I want to place ad or I want to get money, you would know. I come on YouTube at 3 times a week. So I just hope that people will just use their common sense. When your pastors are doing their birthday, even though they are cheating on you, taking your money, sleeping with your wife, impregnating your daughters, you still buy them Lamborghini, you still build houses for them. I didn't ask all of that from you. A man was going to fly me from Lagos to Abuja. And they got me an hotel room of 200,000 per night. I told him I can't sleep in it. I told him I can't sleep in it. There are people living under the bridge. If you give me the money instead, I'll be able to push a child to India. By the way, we want to thank everybody who donated towards the heart surgery of GTBANK. They left for India yesterday. Finally, they left for India yesterday. They should arrive at any moment from now. Thank you for helping to mend that broken heart. It's a child that is yet to be a year old and 2-year-old, and she has 6 holes in the heart. We raised money, and because of your help, we're able to put the children. We also put in some money for them in the hospital bill, and the hospital have agreement with us. The highest they can do is that they will keep the child until we pay off all the bills. But we have paid some money. We have paid over $2,000 already. We have paid over $2,000 already. I'm not one of your pastors or imam who tells you everything is spiritual. If I cannot heal a child who has holes in the heart, that's not a spiritual attack. It's a physical issue. There are medical ways to solve it. So I rather raise money to mend the child's broken heart than to be saying we should do sacrifice. Thank you very much. So thank you very much. So I think we should round off the whole program teaching today. Don't forget, do not be a domestic animal. Don't let nobody turn you into a pet. Be a beast. Roam freely in the wild and live the best of your life. Dictate the tune of your own. Dictate the tune of your own. Dictate the tune of your own. Last question. Nigerian politicians use Isheshe to get their positions, but we are told we cannot use Isheshe to get justice from their lack of performance. How does one get in with godfatherism reigning? Godfatherism has been in existence as old as time itself. And one of the way to get out of godfatherism is what we have taught today. They say if you can't beat them, you should join them. What if you join them and they beat you? If you can't beat them, you join them. What if you join them and they not beat you? You can always blaze a new trail. You can always start something new. I'm telling you the truth. But it will cost you a lot. I, as a person, I would have joined the lot of the reformers, the like of your honor personality and the ones, But I said I'm not gonna do this. This is not the first. I didn't just start talking about African spirituality today. The fact that you know me today does not mean this is the time I started talking. I've been talking about it for a long time. Underneath, publicly, without being known, I was just resolute. I choose to stay in this lane. A lot of people will not want to mark time. And so they fall into the den of godfatherism. The teaching of today is about becoming a beast. Start something new. Find a way to beat them. You can only become the best when you beat your competitors, not by joining your competitors. Don't let them buy you over. The moment they buy you, you have no say. You have no say again. So don't forget, for your divination, go here and wait for your time. Do the needful, wait for your time. Do the needful, wait for your time. For African Spirituality Masterclass, registration will be closed by the end of this week. You can use this URL to get that done. Thank you very much for joining us today. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ orí tí ò jẹ́ àyàgbé. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọrùn tí ò jórí òfò lọ. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹnu tí ò jẹ́ pọ̀hùn má gogo wa lẹ́nu. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹsẹ̀ tí ń gbé wa lọ síbi orí tọ́ wa sí. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ahọ́n tí ò jẹ́ agéra wa jẹ. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin, obìnrin, ọmọdé, àgbà. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Òṣùmàrè, Elédùmarè. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn alálẹ̀. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn igba irúnmọlẹ̀, àwọn onílẹ̀ lónìí. Adúpẹ́. Adúpẹ́ rírí jẹ àti rírí mu. Adúpẹ́ rírí ná àti rírí lò. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ omi. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ iná. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ilẹ̀, ọ̀gẹ́rẹ́, afọkọ́yẹrí, alápèrè. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ oòrùn tó tàn kárí ayé. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ afẹ́fẹ́ tá a mí sínú àṣìlá. Àwa ò dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Jésù, a ò dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Allah, a ò dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Muhammad kankan o. Nítorí pé ẹni ọpẹ́ tọ́ sí ló yẹ ká ṣọpẹ́ fún. Bá a bá momi, á dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ omi. Bá a bá dáná, á dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ iná. Bá a bá rójúmọ́ tó là kedere, á dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ oòrùn. Bá a bá sì mí sínú síta, á dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ afẹ́fẹ́. Afẹ́fẹ́ mo dúpẹ́ o, omi mo dúpẹ́ o, ọ̀tà mo dúpẹ́ o, ajé mo dúpẹ́ o, iná mo dúpẹ́ o, oòrùn mo dúpẹ́ o, ilẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́ o. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin àti obìnrin. Today, it's a decree we make with the help of all these elements that we have scored, that our life will turn around in such an awesome way that those who don't believe in us will gather around to hear what we have to say. Our life will spin so much faster than we ever thought of, because we are embracing this mark of the beast, that the strangers who believe in us will be the one who give protocols to those who know us before, who didn't believe in us, on how to access us. And I decree into your life today, not in the name of anything, but by the knowledge of the universe, that very soon, those who ask, what the hell is wrong with me, will come to you to ask, can you help me get through what is wrong with me? You become authority in your field of choosing. You become the head of your career. You reach the peak of your chosen passion. Your life will not retrogress as from today anymore. Ojú owó ìpọ́n dáadáa, may you not be lack of money. Ọwọ́ rẹ ò ní kàn sálẹ̀ àpò, may your hand not reach the end of your pocket. May replacement, refurbishment, replenishment, supplication, abundance, multiplication be your lot and your financial department. O ní ná tantan tó torí mi o. Àpamọ́ owó ló mọ̀ rí o, àtàjèrè ọjà ló mọ̀ ṣe o. May you not run at loss in any investment of yours. Lórí àwọn ọmọ, o ní pa gógó sọdún o ní pa yín kéké o. May you not sorrow, mourn, gnash your teeth over your children, if you have. If you don't have, your relative. Wá ní kú ní báyìí o. May your obituary not be announced just right away. Àwọn alápèpá òru wọn ò ní pé ọ̀pá o. Those who kill one in the dead of the night. May they forget your name. Wọ́n ní bá a bá pòkú ní pópó alààyè ní dáhùn. Everyone who has chosen to call your ori for evil, may they be the one who answers for it. Alápèta ò ní pé ọ̀tá o. Má darí kan ayé. Ní mo wúre fún ọ lónìí o. Wọ́n ní ẹni bá dárí sapá pápá. Ọmọdé bá dárí sọ̀rókò ìrókò àkó. Adíá fún àpáta ìdìgbòlù. Ìgbà ọkọ ìgbà àdá ní bókè rẹ̀ ṣọ̀tá. Òkè ò jẹ́ òkè òmu, òkè sì ń jẹ́rìí wọn. Where you stay without lifting a finger, may you conquer your enemy and outwit all their orchestration and plot against you. And those who have said we will not eat or drink because of you, may they die of hunger. May thirst kill them. Especially those who say over their dead body, will you succeed? May their death be announced today, tomorrow, so that you can move on in life. You have not killed anyone. You have not spilled the blood of others. You have not thought of evil against others. You have not backbite. You have not plotted against people. Whoever plot against you in your lifetime, may you be victorious over them. Inú ẹ̀gún báyìí, ìnàmìràrè ó ti ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ́ o. In the midst of your enemy, may you prosper. And the ones that refuse to share in your glory, may they excuse you in this plane of life. Àṣẹ, kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Á dára fún wa o, á yẹ wá kalẹ̀ o. It is so. It is so by the energy of the ancestor. So, thank you very much. And hope to see you some other time. See you some other time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to join our Telegram shrine. Baba Yoruba on Telegram. Baba Yoruba. Search for Baba Yoruba and join our Telegram group. We are family there. And much more than what I say online here, I say it also there. Ó dìgbà kan náà o. A ò ní wára wá tí o. Eré o. Ó dìgbà.